Alright guys, so we got a little bit of sad news the other day, and I kind of started making me think about the treehouse. We got some word about the world's largest treehouse. You guys saw it on our channel. It was kind of sad to hear, and me and Crystal started thinking about it, and we decided we were going to shoot this video. And this video is going to be all about the world's largest treehouse. It's in Crossville, Tennessee, in case you guys don't know about it. You guys, like I said, you guys can watch our video and get a glimpse at it. There's also tons of other videos out there about the world's largest treehouse. So I'm going to flash some pictures up and kind of give you guys a little bit of brief history about it, just because this place is so cool. I keep telling everybody this is a once-in-a-lifetime place, and I absolutely mean it. If you hear any background noise, that is the kitty, so I apologize for that. But I kept telling everybody this is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go see this place, and I really mean it, even more so now. So going back, I got a bunch of notes too, so I apologize if you guys see me looking off to the side. Like I said, I'm going to overlay some pictures so you guys can kind of see the treehouse in its truest form. But it was built by a minister. His name was Horace Burgess. So what happened was, in 1993, he said while he was praying to the Lord, he got a vision, and the Lord spoke to him and said that if you build this treehouse, I will promise you will never run out of materials. And he said God gave him a vision of what the treehouse should look like. So that was while he was praying in 1993. The total construction of the building took 12 years. Well, I don't even want to say it's a building, it's a treehouse. But the total construction of the treehouse took 12 years. So absolutely amazing. He spent a lot of time on this place. There's no category in the Guinness Book of World Records for a treehouse, but people are stating it is the world's largest treehouse, and I can't find anyone that could differ with it. It stands 97 feet tall. It was taller than a lot of the trees around it, which was really awesome to see. I didn't count them. I know I didn't see them all, but it's alleged that it has over 80 rooms in it. I know it has a massive amount of rooms. So the claim of over 80 rooms, I can see it. The base of it was built on an 80-foot white oak tree with a 12-inch diameter. That was the main base of support of this tree. It was also supported by 6 other oak trees, which were not small by any means. So this was a massive treehouse. A 12-foot diameter was just one tree. It was supported by 6 other trees. So this was a massive treehouse. Horace officiated 23 weddings in this treehouse. That's absolutely amazing. If I would have known about it, I don't even think it was open. It was open. So I mean, it would have been awesome to actually had our wedding in it. It would have been amazing. But you know, we had an amazing wedding. I'm not gonna get off on that. Like we had a really good wedding. But I thought it'd be kind of cool if we could have actually had it officiated in the treehouse. That's amazing. But he did 23 weddings in that treehouse. I've already mentioned it was Crossville, Tennessee. I'm not gonna state the name for obvious reasons. A, it's not even there anymore. B, they don't want you on it. They don't want you on the property. So I'm not going to give away the location. There's tons of places. You guys can look it up and you'll find the location if you guys Google it. And it closed in August of 2012. It was closed, at least to the public access, by the state fire marshal. The state fire marshal deemed it because it was getting so big. People were getting to know it so well. People were traveling to come see this guy's treehouse. Now, it started off as a church. And the church, I believe there's 3 levels to the church, if I remember correctly. But it was a massive church. And when church wasn't a service, when they were doing, you know, camps and stuff like that, they could actually pull the pews out, and it doubled as a basketball court. So that was kind of cool too. So that kind of tells you the thought process he put into this place. The church actually doubled as a basketball court. But that was the whole thing around it, was he built a church. And the offices and rooms and kind of stuff like that came, you know, it was built onto it. But it was originally built as a church. And so many people were getting to know this place that they were traveling to Crossville, Tennessee just to see this place. And he never charged anything. He had a donation box outside that he said that if, you know, God spoke to you, you enjoyed your visit, whatever, and you felt like donating, donations were accepted. They were not required. He never charged anybody to come in. He opened the door willingly. If you guys wanted to come in and see it, he would open it up and let you in. He had absolutely no problems with that. But, you know, there was a donation box, and that's kind of how the whole thing ran, because it was technically a church. He built it for the church. So with it becoming a tourist attraction, according to the state fire marshal came in and said it did not meet fire code, building codes for it to be a tourist attraction, and they shut him down. That was August 2012. Like I said, there's no real Guinness Book of World Records for it, but Pete Nelson, if you guys know Treehouse Master, I believe it's Animal Planet that he's on. But if you guys know the show Treehouse Master, he is the host. That's Pete Nelson. He owns his own treehouse company. He builds treehouses around the world for people. And he said that it is by far the largest treehouse in the world. And that's coming from a guy. He's written, I believe, to current date, he's written 6 books. He hosts his own TV show, and he has his own treehouse company. And he said it is by far the world's largest treehouse. That's pretty spectacular. Since 2012, it has stood vacant. He really wasn't going on the property. They really weren't letting him on the property. So since nobody was there and nobody was upkeeping it, it became a big target for vandalism, which I don't understand. Like, why do you vandalize a church? Like, yeah, it's a treehouse, but it was built around the church. And church, cemeteries, that stuff's sacred. That's something that you really shouldn't be messing with, in my opinion. Like, if you're going to respect any place, it should be a church. So I don't understand that, but it became a huge target for vandalism. You guys saw it in the video. In fact, after this, I'm going to play our full video of it so you guys can check it out right after this. But it became a target. People were breaking windows. There was a couple of spots that got spray painted. I know he was allowing people to actually sign the wood when they came. Kids were doing it when they were doing church camps, Bible camps, Bible studies, stuff like that. He was allowing kids to sign their name. But people were coming in there with spray paint. People were breaking windows. I seen furniture thrown out the windows into the trees. The swing that he built broke. Somebody broke it. Like, this was the vandalism that the place was seeing. Unfortunately, October 22nd, 2019, which is, it's November 9th, so it's taken me a little bit of time to write this, because I wanted to make sure I had all the details that I could find. But, was it a little over a week ago? Maybe close to 2 weeks ago? So October 22nd, 2019, at 10:30 p.m., allegedly 2 patrol officers were in Crossville, Tennessee, that were near the property, spotted flames above the trees. And they said as soon as they spotted the flames above the trees, they knew exactly what it was. They immediately called it in. They raced to the scene. The fire department raced to the scene, but by the time they got there, it was fully engulfed. So the world's largest treehouse was theoretically completely up in flames. The fire department was able to save most of the property around it because it is in trees. So they were able to keep it from spreading, but unfortunately the entire treehouse, including all 7 trees that supported it, burnt to the ground. Like I said, luckily it didn't spread. It could have been a lot worse. There's a lot of trees on that property. It was severely overgrown. Just due to the fact that Horace couldn't get in there and really do anything because the fire marshal didn't even want him on the property. Allegedly, the new owners, they had the opportunity to open up an investigation through the fire department to see what the cause of the fire was. They declined. The fire department stated it wasn't really a fire hazard because there was no more electricity going to it and there was no electrical storms like lightning. So really what it is cause is unknown because they don't want to investigate it. I think what happened was somebody showed up and either had a fire or were smoking a cigarette and wasn't paying attention, and they caused it to go up in flames. I've heard a couple of rumors that they thought Horace himself set it on fire because they theoretically kicked him off his own property. He sold it to a new owner, and Everything I read stated the new owners were keeping the treehouse. It was still not going to be open to the public. They still weren't going to be able to allow people into it. In fact, I heard they were actually prosecuting trespassing. That was one thing that they constantly put up, was no trespassing by order of state fire marshal. But I was told if Horace actually caught you on the property, he would never file charges. That was put up by the state fire marshals. When the new people bought it, they completely redid the gates, put all new signs up, and they were actually prosecuting trespassing. So they said they were going to keep the treehouse. From what I've read, I read one article that said that they had a town meeting and they were planning on destroying the treehouse, tearing it down due to the violations. That's only one article. Everything else I read said they stated it was a staple in the community and it was not going anywhere, even if people weren't allowed to go in it. So since that's the bulk of the information I found, I tend to believe that over the one where they said they were meeting with the city to tear it down. So I also don't believe Horace would have set the place on fire. As you know, people think that he was feeling defeated because he eventually had to sell his property, gave up his treehouse, gave up his land, all that. I mean, he had stocked lakes. They were naturally fed, spring fed. He had pastures, barns. Like it was set up to be the perfect place. And a lot of people said that they thought he felt defeated and he was actually the one causing the fire. Unfortunately, I don't have any information as far as that goes, but I don't believe it. I don't believe a man of God who spent 12 years of his life building this place as a work of God, creating a church. I just don't see that man setting this place on fire. Absolutely not. But he did make a statement, at least allegedly. This came off Wikipedia, so I don't know how true this one is, but supposedly he did make a statement that said he was relieved that the place was burnt down, saying it has always been a pain. I believe that. I believe that he's relieved he's done with it. I believe that it has always been a pain for him. Since it's gotten popular, he has done nothing but fight for that property. So that statement, I believe. But like I said, it was on Wikipedia. Anybody can edit Wikipedia, so I don't know how true that is. I can't actually find the original article or the original statement or post or news, whatever, that he made that statement in. But like I said, the new owners declined to open an investigation, even though it was offered to him by the fire department. The treehouse, they did not have it insured, so there was really no reason to open an investigation because there was no insurance claim. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was injured or killed. There was no insurance. There was just no reason to investigate and waste the manpower, and they declined. So I completely respect that. But it is definitely a sad day. Like I said, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Now it truly is, because it's gone. So I don't want to keep going on making this even longer than it already is, because the treehouse video is actually long, and unfortunately we didn't see everything. I know we didn't see everything, and now we'll never get a chance to. Alright guys, so this is our trip that we took to the world's largest treehouse. Truly a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's a beautiful, immaculate place. I've never felt as peaceful as I did at that place. There's something about it, just being out in the middle of nowhere, up in a tree house with the trees and the wind. It was peaceful, it was quiet, it was beautiful. I'll never forget this place. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Keep watching.
You can tell no one's back here maintaining. No? You can tell no one's not back here anymore maintaining or anything with how much overgrowth there is.
this is the world's largest treehouse. Here's the swing.
Yeah. You can tell just how much people have beat this place up.
You want to go check a couple clothes up?
It's kind of a little freaky because it's slanted. But we're going up anyways.
Terrified to live in here.
Aren't your pictures still up? And of course, like every place, you got douchebags that want to ruin it for everybody.
pictures. This place is awesome. It's got so many levels.
It's insane. This is a maze. I don't even know where we came in at. We didn't pass this stuff.
Fireworks. Back in the church. Actual church pews up here.
I have a creaking with each step. Seems pretty sturdy. It's just kind of scary.
Alright, so this place is completely abandoned. Guy still owns the property, but the fire marshal shut him down. Told him it was unsafe. It wasn't up to code. Little office. So he hasn't been allowed up here to maintain it, which makes it even scarier. Like, floor is missing. But they're not even letting him up here to cut the grass or nothing. They're just completely abandoning it. I think we just went around in circles.
You would get lost in this place.
There's more floors, so we just gotta find a staircase.
We can't find the staircase we originally took to get up here.
Staircase.
This goes up. Maybe, is this our original staircase? Kind of looks like it could be.
It's not the original one, but it's the one we're going up. There was power. He had lights, power, outlets. He used to actually live here. Yeah, he has a house nearby from what I read, but can't see, it's too bright. He has 174 acres?
I think it's like 149, but it's up there.
149.
Fully stocked pond, barn.
It's got naturally stream-fed ponds. He's got barns. He's got barns. He's got pastures for livestock. You can pretty much name it. Yeah, he had
Small
it here.
man-made ponds for the farm animals. Waterfall that occurs. Got everything.
That's where we came in at.
It's been abandoned for what, at least 5 years? Well, 2014, I think it was officially. You can tell with how everything's.
We're not even at the top. Check this view.
I'm thinking that we have to find our way back down somehow.
This is ridiculous. That's soft right there, watch it. This is not the top. That's the top.
That's insane. We did get pretty high up though. Even from here, the view is nice.
Up there is a bell they installed. If you can climb all the way up, you ring it. And it's kind of like a badge of honor to be able to get all the way to the top. Oh. I don't know if we'll be doing that. Somebody recently went up there to the top and it was basically infested with some big old spiders. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of spiders.
Well, he openly admitted he was afraid of spiders, so how big they were, we don't know.
Yeah.
To him, they were huge.
I'm not gonna try to climb in this little bitty ass hole. There's gotta be another way. Yeah, you climb through that hole and it brings you out here, pretty much. Yeah, so you had to jump. The last guy that did that said he felt the whole treehouse move.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh. See, this is what ruins it for people. Don't come out here, you don't break stuff, you don't tag, don't throw stuff in the tree. You guys are out there doing that. You guys are ruining it. I'm not really feel like crawling through that spider either.
Want to go down these stairs?
Let's go make sure we don't miss a staircase somewhere.
Easily can get lost in here.
Bam, stairs. Alright, brighten that guys. Brighten that back up for you guys. Whew. These are short stairs. So this whole thing is built around trees. It is a legit treehouse. Yeah, see that?
Oh, more carvings he had made?
Even the statues that he was carving are starting to rot. They're just rotting away. He actually sat up here and carved all these. He did this. He built the treehouse saying God sent him a vision and told him what to do.
The guy that used to, well, technically still owns this place is a pastor and opened it up, not charging anything. It was all ran on donations. He never asked for anything. But once it started getting so big, he was getting over 100 people a day coming to this place checking it out. And the fire marshals told him it was a tourist attraction and said it wasn't up to code and shut it down. He built this for his own personal use. He would never meant for it to be a tourist attraction. But they came in, people heard about it and wanted to see it. So he let them in. And because of that, that was his downfall. He got shut down because of it. So I guess moral of the story is don't let nobody come into your stuff. As cool as it is and as much as you want people to see it, that's what screwed it up for him. Let's go to another floor.
I can only imagine how long it took him to build this place.
I think it said online 10 years of him building. He's been doing it for 10 years.
So 10 years building this place for you and what you want. And then some state fire marshal can just come and tell you gotta leave and can never come back. We have another deck with a bathtub on it.
Sad he hasn't been able to help keep it, so all the stuff's starting to rot.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. There's places that are starting to go to hell. Alright guys, so bell tower, only maybe 6 feet taller, but you can sit there at the bench he built and overlook the view. I'm sure this is where he spent a lot of his time. You can see we're as tall as the trees. Depending on what trees you look at, we're actually taller. But he had a great view up here. Had a bench built in. And the state fire marshal says, go away. I know it's your property, but you cannot go there anymore. Tells him to leave. And he fights and fights, has finally given up. Recently found out that he has put this property on the market and up for sale. So he has officially given up the fight, which is BS. But I guess after, I don't know what, 10 years of fighting,
Well, it's 2014 is when it officially was closed, I think.
Well, 2014, I guess, is when it closed. So after 4 years of fighting, and nobody seems to give a shit about your property but you, I guess that's what you end up doing is you call it quits.
After walking through here, he pretty much had to completely change the whole thing in order to meet codes.
But they want him to build up the code.
All these floors have to be level, and nothing's level in there.
Not only do they want him to build up the code, they also want him to take like 30 feet or 40 feet off the top. So it's no longer as tall as it was.
I think it's 90 feet above what the building code was.
Oh, Crystal thinks it's 90 feet, might be.
So it's a lot off from what he's got.
So they want 90 feet down.
This would probably be the highest level we could have. If that.
Set you guys down for a second. I'll bust my butt.
This is definitely amazing to see.
Alright, back down we're going. Look. Built into the trees.
Because they want everything level, they want handrails on everything, none of these holes are acceptable. There's so much they want them to change in order to be up to code. But they claim to be working with them.
Alright, so I think our staircase to out is over here.
Crazy thing is we probably still didn't see half of this treehouse.
We could theoretically go up the staircase and see if there's anything different. Because there's supposed to be 80 rooms. But I doubt it.
What, 10,000 square feet or something?
He built a seat into the spiral staircase. He has barns out here. Take it down. He's got barns out here. He's got ponds. He's got streams. All kinds of stuff.
And from what the sounds of it, I don't think he had to buy any of this wood. I think it was all repurposed.
Yeah, it's all recycled wood that he built this with.
For how much wood he had to use, that's insane.
Ready? Alright guys, so world's largest treehouse, we're getting out of here. This is just day one of our journey. We're not counting yesterday, it was a travel day. But day one of the journey, world's largest treehouse. It's only maybe 10 o'clock, so the day's not over. We got a little more traveling to do to get to the cabin, But I still want to take you guys along with the treehouse. Is crazy. Almost didn't even come in, but glad I did. Catch you guys a little later when we find something else to do.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, truly a once in a lifetime thing. Really appreciate you guys coming, hanging out, enjoying this. And, you know, RIP the Treehouse, October 22, 2019. I don't know about anybody else, but I'll miss it. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you guys on the next one.